the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna kick this week off right, man, with some Lab 7-9. We got Manage and Menace Mendoza. The track's called Sayin Something. I love what Lab 7-9 is doing over there, man. They've carved out their own lane. You know what you're gonna get, man. That moody, introspective, deep, like some pen work went into this shit, man. And the production by Manage, the dude is just magnificent. Some horror movie soundtrack type, some hits it the right way every time, man. So I'm excited for this. So without saying anything else, let's jump right in. Give it a listen.
Let's go. Yo, in the cold light with no cold sign, we're shining so bright. Stars align, ducks in a row, the whole nine. Close my eyes, the open mind's a gold mine, I won't lie. It took a lot just to hold tight at no price. I don't suffer fools lightly. The rawest I might be, a chorus isn't likely. Many thoughts inside me, haunted by my psyche. I've been at war with myself since the 90s. Blocked it out, hitting buckets, pulling whiteys.
Yes, bro. I love what Manage brings to the table, man. I'm a big dude. Like, I'm 6'4", 230. And Manage, just, the dude scares the hell out of me. Like, he's one of the guys that you know that if you saw him walking down the street, you'd just be like, fuck that, this this guy. But you know what? The dude is magnificent. I've talked to the guy. Yeah, he loves music, man, and he loves doing this for us. And speaking of which, make sure you go over and subscribe to the channel, man. It's got less than 1,000 subscribers, and these cats deserve many, many, many more eyeballs on their shit, man. So go over and rectify that shit if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Some of these bars he's dropping right off the start, man. Like I said, a lot of pen work, man. A lot of pen work. That close your eyes, open mind, that type of shit, man. An open mind really is a fertile ground, man. If you open your mind and not close yourself off when you close yourself off, right, you get stuck in these mindsets and you get stuck in these beliefs. You get closed off to learning anything new, and you get closed off to, looking at yourself even, right? And when you have that closed mind, you refuse to take any responsibility for your own actions. You tend to have that victim mentality. It's everyone else's fault. And an open mind provides, like I said, that fertile ground, man, for learning, getting deep and introspective, getting in touch with what those demons that I think he said has been at war with himself since the 90s, man. I know that feeling. Man. This is, yes, sir. I'm digging this.
It took a lot just to hold tight at no price. I don't suffer fools lightly. The rawest I might be, a chorus isn't likely. Many thoughts inside me, haunted by my psyche. I've been at war with myself since the 90s. Blocked it out, hitting buckets, pulling whiteys. Staring at the sky, but the prayers couldn't find me. Residing where it's grimy, pipe dreams to climb free. Behind the scenes, seeing further than the heights reach.
Sorry, I missed that part because I'm looking at that land of confusion. I was a big Genesis fan when I was younger because my brother was a Genesis fan, right from like Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Speaking of which, I got all that shit, man. I should probably look at sampling some of that stuff because they have some just madness, man. Some of their tunes are just so mad. But I'm going to bring it back here a little bit because as soon as I saw Genesis on the cover, what was the name of that show? Is it Splitting Image? I think it was a UK show where they're all puppets. Or it might have been American, but I always thought that it came from the UK.
The prayers couldn't find me. Resided where it's grimy, pipe dreams to climb free. Behind the scenes, seeing further than the heights reach. We set the vibe, melancholic is the tone. Face my chronicles alone, demons following me home. From the gold, there's no apologies bestowed. You had a couple flows and now the novelty is old and the comedy is gold. I speak a code till the oracy is known. Yo, I gotta be involved, it's from the bottom of my soul. I paint horrors for the one that being told. You need some quality control.
I step precise, rhymes in alignment when I bless the mic. I can't stop till all my wrongs are
Bro. Hey man, Manage has a message right here.
To the oracy is known, yo, I gotta be involved, it's from the bottom of my soul. I paint horrors for the one that being told. You need some quality control.
I step precise, rhymes in alignment when I bless the mic. I can't stop till all my wrongs are rectified and all my demons are exercised. Forget your pride, now who's next in line? When the whistle blows, there's no extra time. Rhyme so slick, high voltage, get electrified. You're petrified like a statue. I smash you, burn slow like the hash do. Looked in the mirror, no reflection. I dug for gold, but all I found was bones and lumps of coal. So I made a fire, built a house out of bones, clad with flesh, and lived in it till it decomposed. I'm feeling old. The Reaper wanna steal my soul. Walking through hell, but I'm freezing cold. The seeds were sown, but they...
Bro, this whole part here, man, makes me like talk about like looking in the mirror, digging for gold, but only finding like sticks and bones, or maybe he said stones. Anyways, building a house of like of bones until it rotted and stuff like that. I'm just, and he's talking about feeling old. It kind of like it makes me think of like he's talking a little bit of the whole rap game, right? Of what he tried to build, getting down there, getting his hands dirty, digging in that dirt, looking for the gold, putting in the work, right? And then no matter how much he dug and how much work he put in, all he was getting sticks and stones, man. Not finding that gold, and regardless of that, makes me think with the bones. I see that two ways. Like you see it as scraps, right? You're not getting the meat. You're getting the bones. But at the same time, maybe the bones are from his enemies, right? From the cats that he slayed along the way, building that house. But then that house crumbles and molds, and it doesn't provide him. It doesn't provide him the shelter that he craved, and that. And now he's feeling old, man. Put in all this work, all this time, never got what he wanted. Fighting for scraps, and he's feeling old. Maybe it's passed him by. Maybe he doesn't have any left in him. You start questioning yourself. You start questioning the choices you made. Question your art. Bring this back some, man.
Electrified, you're petrified like a statue. I smash you, burn slow like the hash do. Looked in the mirror, no reflection. I dug for gold, but all I found was bones and lumps of coal. So I made a fire, built a house out of bones, clad with flesh, and lived in it till it decomposed. I'm feeling old.
Sorry about that. I see. Often I tried not to pause it too much, and then I could have sworn he said sticks and stones, but bones and lumps of coal. It works the same way, right? Because you think about even with coal itself, coal becomes diamonds, but until it becomes that diamond, it's just a piece of coal. And unless you have a coal burning plant or something, that coal is pretty much useless, right? It's what you put in a bad kid's stocking when Santa drops that shit in your stocking when you've been a bad kid, right? And like I said, there's no meat on those bones. It's already, all the good stuff has already been picked clean, right? So digging for gold and still comes up with nothing. I know I paused it too much. I apologize, guys. I wanted to clarify that shit because I went on about the sticks and stones and it wasn't even what he said. But, man, that imagery itself and looking in the mirror too and not even seeing a reflection, right? And that's a big thing, because that's the person in the mirror is the only person you can compare yourself to, or you should compare yourself to. It's the only person that has the answers, right? The only person you can blame and shit. So to see nothing at all, you look in that mirror, right? It's you see nothing. So maybe that speaks about the worth that he felt for himself, or at that time, or maybe he felt like he was seeing himself how other people see him, which is not at all. But hey, man, let's go.
Pride. Now who's next in line? When the whistle blows, there's no extra time. Rhyme so slick, high voltage, get electrified. You're petrified like a statue. I smash you, burn slow like the hash do. Looked in the mirror, no reflection. I dug for gold, but all I found was bones and lumps of coal. So I made a fire, built a house out of bones, clad with flesh, and lived in it till it decomposed. I'm feeling old. The Reaper wanna steal my soul. Walking through hell, but I'm freezing cold. The seeds were sown, but they didn't grow. Shot the crow through its left eye. Colombian snow, Colombian necktie. Shall we live? No. Fuck it, then let's die. Tiptoe round the dead fly. Walking in the rain, I kept my head dry. Head spin, crash MCs get dashed in the bin. I'm back with a grin on my face. You might catch a smack to the chin. Poke you in your eye and kick you in the shin. You feeling me now? I spit flames, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch, with my feet on your couch.
Saying nothing. We shut it down, no discussion. We got the sign you can trust in. No need for readjusting. We're saying something, you're saying nothing. We shut it down, no discussion. We got the sign you can trust in. No need for readjusting. We're saying something, you're saying nothing.
Yes, bro. See, that's what you want from Lab 79, and this is what these cats give you every time. That true boom bap, that 90s music, man, that made me fall in love with hip hop and kept me as a lifelong fan, man. And they come with that, and they've carved that lane out. This side of that boom bap feel, man. Really dig this track, and both these cats just came in just madness, and it makes me want. And I know that Bones and Cole part of that verse really stuck out to me, and it continues, and I continue to keep going back and playing that over my head, man, and getting stuck on that. But the imagery of it is so great, and even to build upon it, hearing it again for another time was just that. The fact that he wanted gold but couldn't get it, but he took what he had and made what he could with it, and he used that until it kind of fell apart and destroyed. Right, it fell apart around him, and sometimes that's the case, man. You got to play the hand that you've been given, and it's not always going to be aces, man. Not always going to be aces. Hey, but cool track, another cool track from Lab 79. Got nothing but love for these cats. And like I said, make sure you go over, man, subscribe, like this video, listen to it, stream it, go buy it if you can afford to, man. Just do whatever you can to support these cats, because they do it for us as much as they do it for them, man. And show them some love. And I love you guys, again, day in and day out, coming here and liking and commenting, sharing and subscribing and all that kind of shit. It means the world to me. So until next time, stay safe. Good to each other.